Hi there and welcome back to the show. We're talking about hot water today in our how-to project because as all experienced RVers know, everybody wants to have hot water when you're out there RVing, but we don't want it too hot, right, Bill?
Yeah, that's my point. And typically all these water heaters now come with a 140-degree thermostat, and it's too hot. Now, Atwood does make an adjustable thermostat, and that's what we're going to install today.
Right outside.
Yep, we got to go outside and do it.
Let's get to it.
Okay.
This is what we're going to be replacing right here.
Yeah, you can see it's even marked on a lot of these. Some of them probably faded, but it says T-stat here, an ECO switch. We want to make sure we leave this ECO, which is emergency cutoff. We want to leave that intact. We don't want to make sure we don't switch those.
And we're going to be replacing that thermostat, which is not adjustable, with this thermostat, which is adjustable.
Right, this comes in a nice kit, makes a very nice deal. I'm going to pull the wires off. It doesn't matter which way these wires go on. It's all the same, but you might as well put them the same. And I'm going to trim this. We're not going to be able to reuse this. All it is for looks anyway. It doesn't serve any other function. But once we pull this off, you can see we've literally exposed this thermostat. This is the existing fixed thermostat here.
Okay.
They're set at 140 degrees, which is most of the time is just too hot.
Too hot for me.
Way too hot.
Okay.
Now, there's a little bit of a ring back here. You'll see this plastic ring. You can loosen these clips. See how these clips here, they have some tabs here that hold this real tight here. So we're going to loosen those just a little bit. And it allows us to spin this ring back here behind this. There's a little plastic ring. Some of the older ones were metal.
And a little more finesse, and I think we got it here.
It really is a little bit tight, but if you work with it enough, it'll fall down like that.
Right. Put that back up there so it won't go anywhere. Let's see what we got here.
Now there's the old one there. And
there's the old one. And this is the new one that's going to be going in there. And how hard is this installation?
It's a little bit tricky, but it's not bad. And you want to make sure that this comes in contact with the tank back here.
Right here.
So we're going to have to bend these tabs a little bit to make room for this bigger one because it won't quite fit with these tabs in place. They've changed it. Obviously, it's a little different.
So bend your tabs back and give yourself some clearance.
Make sure you get this spring in there because the spring is what keeps the pressure against this.
I see.
Now make sure it's seated against that tank in there carefully. You got to absolutely have to make sure it's seated or it's going to overheat. Mm-hmm. It won't be effective.
There's your last leg, and I think we're in there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a tight fit, but it's worth it. And then we have these adapters here that go for the wiring. Some of the older models had the larger spades, and the newer one has the smaller spade, so they give you an adapter to run it to the smaller spade. Make sure that that stays up against the tank.
Right.
And then your wires go on here, one on each side.
And the beauty of this now is you can adjust the temperature.
Absolutely. Now, they don't give you temperatures on the front of it, but they do give you some letters, so it's a matter of experimenting. Maybe start in the middle, and you can see it's just a matter of turning this all the way left is down low,
right,
and all the way to the right is up high.
So where would you set it, right in the middle right now?
Well, usually I set them about in the middle and then have the customer set them to suit themselves.
So now you can adjust the thermostat. It won't be a roaring 140 degrees.
You won't get burnt every time you take a shower.
Well done, Bill.
Thanks for your help.
We'll be right back.